What's going on, everybody? How you doing and welcome. My name is Lord PD TV. I'm here to talk to you all at lordsofgaming.net about Echoes of Aincrad. Now, a lot of people have seen a lot of different information about the game, and I think that it is time to finally talk about it because the embargo is over, and I'm very excited to be able to talk this game about it for you all, I should say. So, now, I will tell you, this is going to be a brief kind of conversation piece about the game itself. There is going to be I'm going to have a larger discussion over on my channel, but I wanted to kind of talk to you all here at lordsofgaming.net about it, a little bit of a review in progress. So, myself and Addict were both able to get our hands on an early copy of the game, and we both have played it. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk to you all about is the game itself, what it means for you as a player. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is you start out as, your character in the beta atmosphere of playing Sword Art Online or in Echoes of Aincrad. Now, when you are playing, you play the beta, you kind of learning about the basics. It's kind of like your tutorial of going through, the game itself. Once that portion is over, you are placed into the actual game itself where you're unable to log out, and then you start going through the process. Now, I have been playing, I'm going to say about 16 hours in, and I will tell you that I've completed the first floor. I am working on going towards the second floor. And that is where the whole entire story turns and changes and becomes your own character. Now, the reason why I'm stating it like that is because in the anime itself, you're kind of following, the character Kirito and Asuma as they're progressing with their love story and trying to clear the floors and so on and so forth as you're going through, meeting the characters and things like that. Now, this is kind of its own story path, and I really don't want to divulge too much information directly about what you're going to experience, but it will be different than what you experience from the anime, which makes me want to tell you to play the game. If you are a fan of the show, play the game. Now, I don't know how they're going to end up working this and going forward, but I will say it is definitely going to be interesting. Now, if you've played other variations of this, like, I think it's like Soul Fragmentation or whatever it's called, and other types of SAO games, it definitely does play differently, which does actually make it feel better. Now, for me, the graphics I felt were kind of on point with what I was expecting when I was playing the game. The combat kind of felt, pretty substantial. Depending upon what weapon you pick, depends upon what you're going to actually end up doing, your combos, your sword skills, and so on and so forth, which makes it overall feel pretty unique to itself. So I thought that was unique. You're going to have your ability to get lots of different gear, which is cool. Everyone likes a little bit of gear, but you're also going to be able to dye, change colors, do those types of things. You're also going to be able to have your character selection, but you're going to only experience that once you get into the main game itself. So you have that too. So you have all these little things that are going to build upon it, which makes the game feel unique to itself. Combat feels good, weapons feel good, story feels good. So the only downfall I'm going to say to the game right now is that they have verbally stated, Bandai Namco has stated that they cannot put out all 100 floors of Aincrad. So what does that mean? They're only giving us the first 2 floors. And they're saying that that's going to be about 30 to 40 hours. So me personally, I'm halfway through it. I'm going to continue to try to finish it up. Now, they said that they're going to publish this and see where it goes. Downfall of the game is that it is only single player. Now, for a game that's supposed to be a virtual VR MMO, you felt like you were going to play with other people, and they stated that they are planning to do things like of that nature. They're planning on adding PvP. They're planning on having that player interaction with your friends and things like that. But They wanted to see how this is going to go right now, presently. Now, I think that's a really good thought process for a company. Hey, we're going to check to see how this is actually going to go, and we're going to continue forward. Are they just going to give us the extra levels, or are we going to have to pay them for DLC? I don't know. If you look at a game like Naruto, what's it called? Strikers or whatever it was, Shinobi Strikers, they have this very large type of rollout process where they keep adding more things to the game as DLC, and each time they're growing the base of what the game itself is. For this, like I said, the floors are the big deal and what the changes are going to be. Now, that's going to mean they need to make more enemies. They're going to need to make more interactions with things. They're going to have to continue the storyline. So there's lots of things that they're going to have to add to continue this situation. They said if they wanted to make all these 100 floors, it's going to take 10 plus years for them to complete it, which means maybe they're going to end up giving us 2 floors a quarter. I don't know. But the only way we're going to end up seeing that and all the other bonuses that people want to see is if you purchase the game now. Me, I'm a fan of the SAO series. I've always been. It's actually the anime that got me really started in watching anime back a long time ago. And it's to the point now where I'm watching, I don't know, like, I'm going to say 7 to 10 shows of anime a week just because I like it. And I love watching them more so than other shows. So I think personally for me, if you're a fan of the series and you like what they're doing, purchase the game, play it, and enjoy it. Like I said, this is just going to be a global kind of conversation. The controls feel good too on it. So I really think they nailed the game right on the head, so to speak. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. Now, like I said, I'm going to have all of my gameplay up over on my channel, LordPDTV. I'm going to also be having lots of informational stuff I'm going to drop there throughout the whole entire week, and I'm going to try to continue to post more of the gameplay there while I'm doing regular streaming and stuff like that. So it's going to be a very busy week for me, but I wanted to bring it all to you. So thanks again, everybody. Make sure you come to ILP on Sunday. If you check this out, Lord Addict and I are going to be on ILP with everyone else in the crew to kind of spread the word of the game, because it is such a good game, in my personal opinion, and I want to see what's going to happen and where we're going to go from it. So thanks again, everybody, for checking us out. Love you all. Dream big, keep gaming, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you, and please make sure you subscribe here on lordsofgaming.net, or make sure you go check out our articles, check out my channels, all the fun stuff, ILP, all that stuff for your gaming news and all of your information you are looking for. So thanks again. Bye, everybody.